I know you guys have been waiting a long time for me to do another C3 revival. Well, this 1975 convertible is next. Alright, introducing the next project. So this is a bright 70s orange 1975 C3 convertible. It is the last year that Corvette put a convertible in the C3 line, and they wouldn't bring it back until the C4. The crazy part about this car though is that it has been parked since 1986. It is literally was 11 years old when they parked the car. According to the story that I got on it, the owner died and the car was parked because of that. Now, what's crazy about this car is how original it is. It has original paint, original top, and an original interior. Sadly, as most rubber bumper cars that sit for a long time, the front and rear bumpers have basically disintegrated off the car. I mean, they literally turn to dust as you touch them. The whole back bumper is like that, and the whole front bumper. And I can tell these bumpers have never been off, because you can see right here are the metal pieces that hold it on. You can see the bumper's still behind them. So I also know this car has never been painted for two reasons. One, there's not a single bit of overspray on the entire car. And two, you can still see, you can kind of see it right here, the bonding strips through the paint. And on all four corners, you can see those bonding strips starting to come through. You can kind of see it right here. You can kind of see it right here. The only body damage on this entire car is this little chunk that's missing out of the fender. And the reason why, because these tires that somebody put on it are way too big. So let's take a look at the interior. Typical 1975. My first 1975 had the exact same color interior. It has, dark brown dash and then the lighter lower dash. But I mean, it's never ever been apart, never been touched. Seats are original, carpet's original. If you look back here, you can kind of see where the carpet's been hidden. It's a little bit nicer shape than the rest of the car. This we'll get to a little bit later, but I want to show you guys under the hood. So there's a couple things under here that I'm amazed that still exist. So the first is going to be the air cleaner. That is almost always gone. Still has a little sticker on it. The ignition shielding for the distributor, that stuff's always gone. It's amazing. I've never actually seen one that still has it there. Next is on the other side. We have this. This is the seatbelt interlock mechanism, which really, I'm surprised it's still there. I believe that was a 74 only thing. This must be a really early 75, I'm not sure. But all the AC stuff is there. All the fan shroud and all that stuff, everything is there. There's even a mark still on the brake booster, which is crazy. So, I mean, I see zero spliced wires, really. Everything is factory. Everything is exactly the way it's supposed to go. What you would expect from a car that was parked only after being used for 11 years. Now, I know nothing about how good this engine is, other than the fact that, oh, well, can't get it to move my hand, but it's moved in the past, I was told. There's the original Quadrajet underneath. Super original. Let's see. There's no date on the emission sticker, but that's okay. Yeah, 1975 says so right there. Wow. Alright guys, the VIN ends in 341. This is the 341st Corvette to be built in 1975. That's why it still has that interlock from 74. It's super early. This had to be a very, I guess, late 74. The headlight canisters are still gold. That's never like that. Check this out. Have you guys ever seen one of these? Yeah, that's a factory sticker that says engine coolant only. I guess the only original part that's not there is the smog pump. I guess I would take that off too if I had to. But super original. The top's seen better days when it comes to the back window, which is, you know, fairly normal. It's gonna need a new top. But most people with convertibles, they just garage them and then drive them around when they want to with the top off. I do have a matching, you can't see it. I do have a matching hardtop for this car, so that will probably go on. But yeah, there it is. Now the first step before I start to working on it is, you guessed it, I'm not gonna wash it. I know that's what everybody thought, is I'm gonna take off these hideous turbine wheels and put on this set of really nice brand new tires and new rally wheels. The reason being is I think somebody put the back wheels on the front and the front wheels on the back, because these ones are smaller than these ones. These ones are a lot bigger. I mean, they're 225/70s, and as you can see, they rub there, and when they're turned the other way, they're gonna rub right there. And we don't want to cause any more damage than what has already been caused, and we want to get these tires off. What size is this one? It's probably the same. 225/75. This one's even bigger. So yeah, you can see right there, not good. And that's what took off that chunk, sadly, but that can be fixed. It's gonna need paint for the bumpers anyway, so no real loss there, but you can't say it's 100% original paint anymore. All right, time for new wheels. Wow. You can't see any lug nut or any lug stud at all. Look how loose this is. You don't fit at all. That's a good idea. They're getting swapped. Garbage. So the tire we're going with is in the front at least, is a 235/60. So it's a little shorter, but a little bit wider. But that should work. You can see, you know, the difference. It's not much, but this front tire wasn't really rubbing much anyway. It's that far one that we had to worry about. Underneath here, yeah, it's like it's been sitting since 1986. Other than anti-seize on the, or is that part of the lug nut? It's part of the lugs. So, yep, original calipers. Looks like original ball joints, original shocks, original springs. Yep, there's still a tag on that spring. Won't be surprised if there's original numbers on the brake hose too, but somebody's already been here to change the plugs at least once. That's okay. Let's get these wheels on. I know someone's gonna be like, oh, you're only putting 4 lugs on the wheel. Yeah, well, when I find another 5 or another 4, I'll put them on. I'm putting 4 on each wheel, which is fine. Getting it in the garage without the wheels chewing up the fenders is more important than having 5 lugs. So this is the best way to demonstrate just how wrong this tire is for this Corvette. So it's, with the sidewalls, it's almost as wide as the other one. It's just too tall. That was the problem. So this one will work much, much better. Alright guys, the car is in the garage, up on jack stands, and now we are ready to get it to go. So I'm going to end part 1 here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Also check out the playlist tab. I have hundreds of other videos of getting cars like this back on the road. Not just Corvettes, Cadillacs, Edsels, you name it, it's probably on there. With that, we'll see you in the next one.